Welcome, everybody, to our first ever National Darts Day here, brought to you by BullShooter and TouchTunes. My name is Nick Teixeira, joined by the one, the only, the Will, the Thrill Stewart. Will, how are you doing, my friend?
Hey, doing well, buddy. Looking forward to a nice broadcast today with some special action on the stream, not your ordinary stream like we normally cover with our events, huh?
Yeah, no, this is definitely something unique for us here, that we're going to see records get set in real time. It's the first time ever that we're on the national holiday calendar because it's the 180th day of the year. So really excited that we're going to have an official darts holiday here in North America.
Yeah, let me just 1, 2, 3, 180. Yeah, it's the 180th day of the year. That's pretty cool that we've actually are on the national calendar now. That's become a pretty big deal around the country for a few years now. So yeah, looking forward to just having this be on that calendar every year for us, and maybe we all can make it a special day here in the darting world.
Now, I do want to take a moment here to get on a more serious note before we get into the fun antics of celebrating National Darts Day. Darts is about National Darts Day is all about celebrating the sport of darts across every aspect of it. Well, we lost a great ambassador not too long ago in Julie Waguer, one of the most class acts in the game. Truly an ambassador through and through, and a top talent in the females game. Truly a missed individual in the darting world going forward. Her presence is being felt in this room today because a lot of people are at her service last night. So again, just want to give a quick moment here to our thoughts and well wishes to the Waguer family, and of course to the memory of Julie Ann Waguer.
Yeah, just a moment there. I mean, Julie was such an influence for all of us. We all know that she was just one of the most kindest people in the world, and it's just really a tough time. But yeah, I'm sure we can all continue to go on just remembering her, and you never know, down the road maybe there'll be a Julie Waguer Cup that someone's going to lift. You just never know. That could probably happen sooner rather than later, I would say.
Yeah, with how much she's done for everybody in the game, especially the women's game, I would not be surprised or remiss of that opportunity. But let's go ahead and go back to celebrating darts here, as Julie would have absolutely been a part of this party as well. That being said, we got a couple good records here. Hello, I'm used to being on the microphone. Our 4 records that we're going to set at the beginning here. Most consecutive bullseyes. That's going to be most bullseyes that you can hit in a row. It's all about precision, and we all know pesky soft tip. Those deflections can be brutal. And then going on from there, we have most bullseyes in 1 minute. It's all about speed. Speaking of speed, we got speed cricket there. Will Stewart's favorite game on the BullShooter dartboard, if you haven't heard him talk about it non-stop yet. And then we got 16-foot bullseyes. That's double distance, folks, and that's about as intense as it gets there, and it's going to be tough to see them attempt that record. They will get 2 attempts at every one of these records except 16-foot. 16-foot, they'll all get 1 attempt if for some reason everyone hits 0. Well, guess what? We have the brand new Golden Bull game that came out today, Will Stewart. Today it came out on every BullShooter dartboard, and we'll switch to Golden Bull rules if everybody does miss the dartboard, because I'll tell you, it ain't as easy as it sounds. So, that being said, we finish it all off with that charity exhibition where all these pros will play against each other there, and the top 2 will play in a exhibition at the very end there for the finals. Every bull hit during the round robin phase and the finals of that exhibition, $50 will be going to charity for Angelina's Song. That is a charity that raises money and for music therapy in children's hospitals. So that's going to be our goal today. Raise some money, have some fun, have a great time. Will, any final thoughts before we get into it here?
No, I'm just excited to get underway here. I know that this is a unique thing that we got going on with our format here, but it should be a fun one. We'll keep track of the score lines, and yeah, we'll just bring you the coverage as for at least a couple hours. I think we have some action that we're going to be bringing. So let's get into this. What do you say?
I would say we're ready to go ahead and get started here for our first ever National Darts Day. So we should be good to go here, and we're going to have our first contestant. Our order today: Casey Rader, Randy Lee, Liz Tynan, Bob McCoy, and Mike Maloney. It's going to be those orders for the records. So we're going to start off with that consecutive bullseyes category, Will. It's going to be a tough one. Because I'll tell you, I shot a couple of demos here, and actually, real quick, let's go and take a look at consecutive bowls before we get into this real quick. What do you say, Mr. Will Stewart?
Yeah, let's see what we're gonna be playing today.
As many single and double bowls as possible there to try to set the record, and you'll get 2 attempts to do so, but be careful. You miss 1 time, run is over, so you got to be precise in this one. Here's my attempt. All right. We'll take that. We don't need no stinking double bowls, man. No! Oh, all right. We'll take 4. And now, back to the action.
All right, well, there was my attempt at consecutive bowls here, but we're going to go ahead and look here. First competitor of the day, Casey Rader, who is going to be trying to set her consecutive bowl record. A lot of pressure on going first for this day, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, there's always going to be a little bit of a pressure, and as you can see right off the bat, in a tight spot. So looks like we're going to advance on to Randy.
Yeah, unfortunately, Casey there just not able to get it going for consecutive bowls today. So instead, we're going to go right in to Randy Lee taking his attempt here for consecutive bowls. That's 1. Oh, well, now the record so far is 1.
Yeah, Randy pulling off at least a start here. We got some tougher competitors, though. Man, this is going to be a really tight-knit affair because Randy's no joke. When he gets going, he can play. So don't be fooled if he starts getting after it here in just a moment. I guarantee you he's going to be good. So he's got 1. He's going to go for his second attempt here.
He was throwing really good in warm-ups. Oh, but the dart's arguing against him. Well, if you had 2 attempts, how many would you get?
Oh, maybe a hat trick to start, but I don't think it would be possible. I'll go with 2. Hopefully I can get 2. But the pressure is on early. Granted that you got 2 chances. I like my odds for 2, but who knows? I guess put myself in their shoes. Maybe there's a little bit more pressure on the line.
I mean, it's literally this whole building here. We're at Mickey's Sports Pub, by the way, over in Streamwood, Illinois. Shout out for letting us have the space. We got Liz Tynan stuff up to the line now. But, yeah, this is all about the players, right? We have this whole section carved out with the boards here and a whole crowd watching just to support them. Liz did throw a couple extra warm-up darts there because the first one did not go. Randy Lee is sitting at 1 bowl so far. I can tell you, every one of these record explaining videos, Will, that we filmed, this was the only one where I had to use more than the 2 takes to actually get something so I could show how it worked. Every other one was my first attempt that you'll see. This is the only one where I'm like, this was my 18th attempt before I hit 4 in a row.
It can be a little difficult because when the pressure's on to hit that big bowl, as you can tell, I mean, Liz Tynan not able to do it here. So she's going to get a scoreline of 0, and we're going to move on to Bob McCoy, who's going to try to best the scoreline of Randy Lee's 1.
Yeah, the pressure's, I mean, it's palpable. You can see that Bob McCoy warming up on the side over here, but it's about his time in the spotlight. He was using every last of his warm-up darts, but he's going to be getting there. And you can see behind him, that's that 16-foot line we're going to see here in a little bit. That's a different beast in its own.
Oh, my goodness. I could only imagine. I mean, I know when I take a big step back, it throws the game off, but let alone a whole 8 feet back behind the line. Who knows? Bob McCoy gets 1. Now he's going to have to transition. And you can see he's frustrated a little bit. Wanted a little bit more than that. Because well, we all know what Mike Maloney's capable, and he's going to be coming up in that last position.
Yeah, Mike Maloney, he made it very clear. He's here to have fun, but he really wants to get every one of these records under his belt.
I could see that. But here we go. Bob trying to get the hat trick.
Oh,
Gets
we're on
it
3.
early. There you go. There you go. See if he can hammer in a couple more here.
Oh,
For the
deep
scoreline of 4 or 5 could win this.
Yeah, honestly, it could be a very small number or a very large number. That's how tricky and fickle this gets. 3 for Bob McCoy there. And now it's Mike Maloney going to take an attempt. So now let's see what that looks like. Oh, man, the pressure's on. You want to set a high number, though. The supposed record I keep hearing is 49. I haven't actually seen any documentation on it, but I keep hearing 49 is that ideal number. That deflection early on there for Mike Maloney.
That's a factor here. The deflection and the placement of where your dart is. That's a big, big factor in this most consecutive bulls format, because if you put one on top of the bed of the bull, it can be a blocker for anything else. So,
oh, Mike Maloney giving himself a come on there. He's really trying to get fired up. He wants to beat at least 3, you would think.
going for 3. That's
There's
an opener.
3.
Yep, there you go. Like I said, the placement is everything. He had the full right side of that bull to work with.
Oh.
And we got a tie.
We got a tie. So they're going to have to do a little bit of a playoff here. They have to throw it again.
Big trip 20 just because. Well, folks, what are you doing? Are you hanging out with us today? We've got almost 500 of you joining us for this broadcast. Happy National Darts Day to you. We want to welcome you to our coverage. It's a fun one. We're setting some records here.
They get one try, and Bob said, Mike, you can go first. So here we go.
I like that strategy, honestly. Let Mike go first, and then Bob can back it up.
Oh, top of the bull is dangerous in this format. Oh, there's 3.
1v1 showdown. Mike Maloney, Bob McCoy. 3 here for Maloney. Make it 4.
Oh.
This is going to be interesting.
We're at 6. This is more of what we had in mind here. This first record's such a tough precedent to start your day with.
Look at this too. Some of the spectators in the background, those are patrons that are there to enjoy a little bit of food and drink, and they're turning around and watching this bad boy.
Oh, absolutely. Well, the players and their families, and then some of the arachnid folks here, I mean, they ended up bringing like about 20 people watching. There's other bar bystanders that are coming over because they're realizing they get some drink tickets for watching this one.
That's a double bonus. Come on now. You should have spread the wealth. I would have flew into there instead of going to home.
Oh, Bob has to beat 7 is now the number. Oh, that counts.
Well, that does count.
It does count. That's 3 for Bob.
Good stuff. Needs another hat trick here.
Oh, he's going.
That's perfect placement.
He loves it. He loves it. That's 6. Bob McCoy, 1 more to tie. 2 more for the first ever record.
He's having a little laugh here.
Mike's saying just hit 1 so they can have another playoff.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I swear it's in.
A little bit blurred there. Sorry for that one, folks.
Oh, we're at 9. Bob McCoy, he's still going. Now it's just about seeing how high we can go, right?
Exactly. You've got the record. Now how far do you want to go? Make it count. Go 12, 15 deep. Come on. Why not?
Double digits. Oh, here we go, folks. We're at 12 now. This is more of what we had in mind. Take that, Mike Maloney.
I hope he can subtly hear you as well. That would be the peak.
Oh, there is nothing subtle. This is our worst nightmare. Well, we're right in the same room. No coverage from the players to where we are.
Hey, they're professionals. They can deal with it. Here we go.
15.
Keep it going for 15. Bob McCoy.
Come on, Bobby
Yes.
Boy.
Bobby Boy, I like it.
The real McCoy showing why he has the moniker. Got the whole McCoy clan. There's like 10 of them here.
Oh, I love it. They should be. They go to tournaments and all these BullShooter regionals together. Why not go ahead and come out for this one? Watch Dad set some records.
That's 18, Will. We're at 18.
Keep it going.
Mike over there just saying like, hey, it's not on me anymore. I'm okay with this. Oh, I don't know what is going on with our camera focus here. Will Stewart's on the controls. Do apologize.
Don't say that. I'm far from it. I know you'll be taking a gander, but hey, it's going to end at 18. What a little shootout there for Bob McCoy and Mike Maloney, as Bob McCoy is going to pick up the first win in our most consecutive Bulls, the first record, I should say, as we'll move into most Bulls in a minute. Is that correct, Nick?
That is correct. Let's go ahead and look at most Bulls in a minute explainer here, and we'll be right back.
And now it's time for most bullseyes in a minute. It's as simple as it sounds. Throw the board, hit as many bulls as possible. You get 60 seconds to try to run that number up. Now, let's see what that looks like. Most bullseyes in a minute. We're using the game countdown since it keeps time. One, two. Oh, okay, that's fine. No. 3. No. No, that one deflected. We're only at 3. This is embarrassing. 4, 5, 6. No. 7, 8. Good deflection, thank you. 10 seconds. Last throw, slow down. 9. Oh, I felt like I could have done so much better. And now, back to the action.
Well, here we go. Time for our next record. Most bullseyes in 1 minute here. I hit 9 on our little explainer there. And honest to God, that was my first try, folks. Casey Rader going to try to see if she can outshine the pressure of going first once again. And again, it's all speed here. Well, I think it's more about getting more darts in than anything else in this format.
I disagree. You've got to kind of have a little bit of both. I think that you've got to keep with your motion. You can't get too sporadic with your throw. That's got to be a factor here. But yeah, in between your throws is when you need to be moving, like at the end of your each round, I should say.
Well, Casey's hit 1 so far. There's 2.
There's 3.
Having a little bit of a laugh. 18 seconds left. Tail end here. Oh, having some trouble. This is probably your last turn at the board. This is where you got to make it count. And that's 1 minute, folks. That was after 1 minute there. Casey got 3 on that round.
So she'll set her back up and go one more time.
And she's going to go ahead and get set up. A little confusion there. I think they forgot there was 2 attempts for a quick second. There we go. All right. So I asked you in the previous game, Will. It's only fair to ask you in this one. How many bulls would you hit in 1 minute?
Ooh, that's a little bit tough. I mean, I like to say my quick cricket was luck. So I maybe I'm going with probably 6, 7, maybe on the middle end. You know what I'm saying? So at an average of 6 or 7.
Average of 6 or 7. Okay, that's fair. I took
It's
9.
a
I was
tough
happy.
one.
That's what now 3
Well,
for
you did
Casey.
take yeah. I'm going a little low side, I guess, but that's all right.
I believe in you, Will. And Casey there, that's 4. She's not beat her first attempt. And 5. She has one more attempt. Come on, Casey. The crowd's getting into it too a little bit. I love it. Oh. 4 is Casey's final number here. And now Randy Lee will be taking the line here for the next record. Again, folks, this is National Darts Day. Go to nationaldartsday.com if you want to know more information about this wonderful holiday. It's going to be on every 180th day of the year, folks, so don't you worry. This is just the first of what will be many great National Darts Days. But, of course, big shout out to these 5 for stepping up to the plate here to be our first pros to ever attempt this.
Yeah, she had 6 there, I believe, right?
My bad. 6 it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep track as well on my little counting device, so
Well, that's 1 for
AKA
Randy.
pen and paper.
And normally we don't have to do the live stat keeping like this, but now 3 for Randy. It's a little different than our normal setup here.
Yeah, I got you covered, buddy.
Well, that's why we bring you in. And also it's on record.
Yeah, thanks to our wonderful viewers that are going to help us out along the way as well. But should be a fun one. We got 10 seconds left here on the clock for Randy. That is 6, 7.
8.
How about 8?
I don't think he's getting another round in. Oh, he's trying to cheat for the last one. That's 8 for Randy on the first attempt. I still can't believe 18 bowls for Bob McCoy. That's kind of, again, it's that pressure of the 2 attempts. I think if they had 3, 4, 5 attempts, I think we could have easily gotten into the 30s or even 40s.
Yeah, exactly. There's a little pressure with the 2 attempts, but you gotta end it somewhere. You know, I think 2 is a proper number. Could add it a third, but I think 2 is a proper number with the amount of players that we have competing in this. Got 1 for Randy as that drop dart may cost him a little bit. Into 15-second range, 16, 17. That is tough right there. He just took a lot of time in between that round.
Yeah, he's only at 2 after halfway. If he's going to beat his pace of 8, he really needs to pick it up for a good couple sets of darts here. You see a couple people asking about how we got to pick our cast here. Well, for the first year, we wanted to mostly just do it on a personal invitation basis to really try to set up. So we wanted to go with Mike and Liz for last year's MVPs. We also invited this year's BullShooter MVPs, both unable to make it here. And then we went off a couple of different recommendations from top performers we've seen along the way. But honestly, it's National Darts Day. We wanted to just try to get a good cast of characters here.
You're dang right. We should, as that's going to be 4 for Randy, so he's going to take his overall average of 8.
And now Liz
I should say
Tynan steps
average,
up to the hockey. I hear Mike Maloney giving a "come on, girl" back over there to his longtime mixed doubles partner. Oh, look at this from Liz.
Big time friends.
Wasting no time. Starts off with 3. Come on, Liz.
And you can see there, she kind of stepped back to the line pretty quick. Around that 16-second range still, so she really needed to convert a few more there.
So up 4,
Not
she's
1,
halfway
but
to
4.
Randy. She's on pace.
Yep.
It's so different because you'll see it, especially with like Bob McCoy, but having a very methodical throw, it makes this tough. As now she is at 6.
18 seconds.
7.
Make this count.
Oh, she has a chance here to still tie it.
Yeah, she's got to hustle, though. Get back. Throw at least 2. Get 2. Get 2.
There, can she pass
1.
it? No, there.
I think that counts, but
was it in?
8.
No. Yeah, 8.
No, it wasn't in. She got it off in time, is what I was looking at.
Gotcha.
But she didn't hit it either way, so.
And again, folks, if you are saying we could set these attempts, we could set these records ourselves. Well, first off, this is our first year. We're going to have a couple more years of this. And secondly, we've talked about maybe including this in next year Chicago, maybe in a couple of regional stops.
I think that this could be a fun thing for people to do at home in their spare time. Just film yourself and see what you can do on these records, and you never know. Maybe you can find yourself in a position where in a year down the road, you're participating in this and setting some records yourself.
Absolutely.
There's 3.
Yeah, 3 there so far. There's 4. She's on the same pace as she was and going fast. She's at 5 and now 20 plus seconds left. Oh no, not right here. That's 6. She needs at least 2 to tie her first run, 3 to pass it. This will probably be her last throw at the line. She will be ending with 8 here. 8 for Liz to tie with Randy. We've seen how those tiebreakers can bring out the best of these pros, though.
Still got 2 good players coming up here, though. Bob, a little bit more technical.
A lot more
we'll see how
technical.
he looks. Yeah, we'll see how he looks in this speed kind of format. If he hustles and bustles.
I literally just saw him. He turned around right as that countdown was starting, and he said, "Go fast." He mouthed it to himself as he starts off with 2. Oh no!
Yeah, there you go.
Oh no! He broke his own pacing.
You can't do that though.
They're quick to hit that button. They know the cost of not hitting it, but that's the other downside of it. You gotta make sure you pull those darts first. Oh, I think it broke his mental on this one. You got the rare
Definitely
question marks.
Definitely hurt his mental state there in this game. At least he'll quickly throw that out and hopefully play better in this next round. But yeah, you can see he's just shot here in this one after that little bit of boost. He thinks that it's impossible to get to 8 after just that one little hiccup. It wasn't. I think he could have potentially got there, but
he absolutely could have gone there. We just watched him hit 18 in a row. He's just going to go ahead and do a quick little reset here and go into his next attempt. Mike Maloney giving him a little bit of a pep talk, it seems. I love these players all supporting each other because they all want to set the highest number possible. It's not about beating each other today. It's about setting a precedent for everybody else watching at home. There's a lot of pressure that comes with something like that.
And we understand too, this isn't like a typical event, guys. This is a fun event that we're doing, and because it's something that just now is getting underway. National Darts Day just kind of got really announced and put together within the last few months or so, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, we've been playing this for about half a year almost, but we announced it about I want to say 2 months ago, maybe just a little bit less than that. There we go. That 2 or 3 is that?
Tough. He's at 2.
Is that 2?
Yeah.
Bob's in a little bit of trouble here, you'd have to think.
Oh, that's
3
difficult,
left.
especially with the double ball on the first.
You would expect more just from that position, right?
Yeah, and unfortunate for him, he's not going to be a factor in this one anymore. And you can see that effortless dart with the last because he knows that, well, Randy Lee and Liz Tynan are at 8, and unfortunately, you only got 3 on the board. So it'll go to Mike Maloney, who will look to try to beat the score line of Randy Lee and Liz Tynan.
Yeah, pressure is on for Mike. He wants to get his first title of the day. He knows he needs to hit at least 8. If he hits 9, he's guaranteed the title regardless. Let's go ahead and get right into it here. Mike Maloney starting it off. Gets 1, gives a little shoulder shrug with it as well.
Yeah, and you can see how quick he was moving there. He's getting off in 10 seconds a go, which is great. And he puts a total of 3 there for 4 now.
6 and 7. This is a
He
great
could
pace.
set the record already with 1 attempt.
He's now tied. The record's now secured. Now it's about raising that bar up. He's at 9 hits, 22 seconds left.
That's a tough placer.
Wow.
But works 2 in off of it somehow for 11. He's got still 10 seconds at least to work with.
13. He can get one more attempt in. Is that 13? Oh, he tried to sneak one more in. 13.
13 it is. And he's got one more go. He can best that.
The hard part with these speed games, it's about reminding yourself to take that breather real quick, right? To settle yourself down and say, okay, hold on a second. Let's make sure we're good.
Yeah, as you can see, the throw is in the same rhythm for Mike here that it normally is. But, yeah, in between the throws or the rounds is when he's really catching some speed here.
Oh, there's 5. Yeah, this honestly, I think Mike is getting a little fired up from his earlier attempts, but the fumble of the darts there slowed him down. He's at 6 at 24 seconds.
He can go on a run here.
Oh, there's 9. He's gotten the perfect button press timing. Have you noticed that? He's like grabbing it and it's perfectly just skipping the transition screen. He's at 11 now. Make it 12, 13 to pass his record. 14. It's going to be higher. One more attempt. Got 2 darts.
No.
Oh, right there at 1 minute.
Oh.
No, it was good. I'll count that. That's 15 for Mike.
That's 50. I would say it released from his hand at 1 minute. I'll take that. Yeah, 15 it is
Yeah,
to take
15.
the win here. Most bulls in a minute goes to Mike Maloney.
So let's go ahead and take a moment here. Next game is speed cricket. Hey, Nick from the past, can you explain to us what we're going to be doing? Yeah, right away.
Time for one of my favorite categories. It's speed cricket. Who will close out the board the fastest by hitting every cricket number, closing it out. The points don't matter. The average doesn't matter. It's all about speed in this game. Here's my attempt. Time for speed cricket. Okay, you guys ready? All right, here we go. Here we go. No, I'm trying to throw it too fast. Come on. Well, we ain't been Will Stewart's time, but no! Come on, under 1 minute. Yeah, right there. Let's go. We'll take one. We'll take one. And now back to the action.
And now it's time to show some speed. It's all about cricket, though. We've seen a lot of bulls. Casey Rader to start us off for this first attempt, Will.
You gotta move in between those rounds.
Oh, the drop dart's going to be brutal. It's just about fastest time. There's no 60 seconds here. It's all about setting that pace. Will, you had a pretty good attempt at this one time. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty decent attempt, I think. But it was all luck. I'll say that. I'll put it out there. It was all luck. 45 seconds. So I know there's a lot of people that have, quote, got better scores, but on the live, it needs to be done for it to count. Let's see if they can do it.
Well, you can see that trip 18 after the switch from the 19s was helpful, but the 17s are not Casey Rader's friend today, it seems. He's going to just have to settle down. Again, it's about setting a good time here. I think this one is a little bit of a combination between moving fast between turns, but keeping your throwing rhythm pretty much spot on the same.
So my question, just as an outsider looking in, if they don't hit 45 seconds, do I get the record?
No. Unfortunately, you weren't here at National, but someone had to go to New York and has only barely got home in time, which I, by the way, appreciate you doing, for the record. You go straight from New York City, straight home, and then immediately on the mic for this. We appreciate it here over at BullShooter.
No, happy to do it. Honestly, I'm kudos to the wife for letting me do it as well. But no, happy to jump in and do this for a special occasion like this. I mean, yeah.
Well, there's the trip 15. Now just the 3 bulls needed. You are curious. This pacing is faster than Sean Green's. Hopefully Sean's not still listening. If so, I'm sorry I said that. Oh, and there you go. 2:01 for Casey. So now she's going to try to get sub 2 minutes here on her next attempt. And it's all that pressure going first, I think. It doesn't help. She's going to go ahead and take a quick sip of water here, kind of reset herself. I don't blame her at all, by the way. It's easy to go right back-to-back speed games, and then, of course, with her high energy, she's doing jumping jacks on the way to the line.
She's a lot like a Nick Nashera, isn't she?
Kaylee Beard in the chat here saying, I like Nick's method tutorial. He moved around quite a bit. That was exactly my logic, was if I hit only a single, unless I felt like it was a guide for the trip, I would just jump to that next segment, and I would go back to clean up my singles after the fact because I could be more forgiving on my next turns. That was the logic. I wasn't, especially if I had a dart go high, I don't want to try to force it and deflect out. I still think probably the best strategy is still to start bulls. Because if you don't start off with at least 2 or 3 bulls, you know to go ahead and just reset your attempt if you had multiple attempts. If you only have 1 attempt, I think it's just about playing whatever feels the most comfortable in those moments. Oh, this is way better pacing, though, from Casey so far.
Yeah, she's kind of cruising along here. There's so many different strategy things you could do here. I mean, you could attack bulls at first just because of the speed aspect, and if you fall into something, you can take advantage. I mean, you could just go straight through the 20s and do the traditional route. There's some different things to do here.
Oh, well, that's not going to help any strategy there. Casey just pulling left and right. She just needs that big single. I don't mind leaving that X for later. Just go back to it. Oh, unlucky deflection there. How about that?
Ouch. Ooh,
she's got it back on the board now. Oh, you got to be careful with that button pressing. That's a part of the technique that they don't teach you, especially overseas. Casey can still best her time, but she is at 2:01. He gets maybe one more turn here, and nope, won't be able to do it now. She needs to close the 15s to be able to do that. So Casey Rader finishing at 2:01 for her speed time here. She's just going to finish it up out of spite at this point. She's going to show that game who's boss.
Why not? Give it a go and just finish it up.
Casey Rader, by the way, I mean, you were out there with us at Chicago. A top performer. She had some really good results, especially in she was in a lot of those single A finals, and her and Minnie did really well together out there.
Yeah, they certainly did. It was good running in Chicago for them. As we're going to advance to Randy Lee.
Randy, a man built for speed, by the way. I'm just saying, it's more athletic than the Hey Dudes that Mike Maloney's wearing. That's all I'm saying.
You're not kidding there. He's wearing proper shoes until we get a Hey Dude sponsorship. Hey Dudes, reach out today. We'd love it.
Please, Hey Dudes, please. Randy focusing more on accuracy. It definitely seems more like a typical Randy Lee kind of pace, and that's very unfortunate on that last start.
Yeah, and into the 30-second range now, as you can see.
Yeah, and I set the baseline there for them at 1 minute was my attempt earlier today. And that was truly my first. Randy there, a little bit of an error. He bumped it, and so he only gets 2 darts on this turn. I had some confusion. I don't think he realizes. Yeah, he doesn't realize. And I think he wasted a triple on it.
Ah, that stinks. And he knows it too.
But he wastes no time. He said, I remember where that triple 18 is. It's right over there. And now trying to close these 16s. Big old single. There, he stayed on the triple line. It's very risky to do so. Again, it's not about points. It's not about anything other than just the speed, right? So you're not, the average there doesn't change much of that factor.
Now he needs to convert on the Bulls. Double single.
Oh.
That was an opportunity there to end it in the 130 range.
There, Randy does get a 149. And he's going to go ahead and reset here, take a deep breath.
That will best Casey Raiders scoreline. So, new front runner. We'll see if he can better that in attempt number 2. Number 2.
Number 2. Well, Randy here, he's going to get into athletic position. You can see wasting no time, can set up in place. I do like, I like that he's trying to time that throw. You saw he wanted to draw back a little bit early, and there finds the 20, wasting no time. I like the switch to the 18 here. Again, it's not about ideal cricket strategy. It's about finding that easier transition. There, once again, he accidentally scored a dart, though, before hitting that button. Grabs the 18. Grabs the 19.
Oh,
and it would have been a white horse, too. Oh, yeah. No, you gotta go. You gotta go. Hit the button.
that stinks.
Hit the button.
That
Go.
stinks.
Oh,
no.
You gotta be
He had
careful.
a trip 17. He had a. Oh, that is unfortunate for Randy. He can still best his scoreline of 149 here.
Yeah, he's still on great pace to beat 149, but they're about 20-second time loss.
Ouch.
And there, again, I think he was more focused on the triple than the big single. And Kurt corrected me. Casey and Minnie played double A, not single A. Excuse me there. I knew better. There, good recovery there from Randy. Oh, he accidentally just gave himself a bunch of different marks and now has to hit the button again. I think that the button pressing system that Mike Maloney has been doing is a class that needs to be taught to Minnie. He was crushing that perfect pull the darts, hit the button timing. 149 can still get beat with a hat trick.
I don't know. It's not going to happen now.
No, not going to happen.
Well, 149 is the front runner. You still got Liz Tynan and McCoy. Mike Maloney, and he put up quite that speed effort in the most bulls in a minute category. So you got to cue him in as the potential one to watch out for here.
Yeah, but you can't
Just
count
with
out
how-
Liz.
No, but I'm just saying with you said it yourself. He just seemed to be cueing in the transition, which was really impressive.
Well, you take it close on the 20s to start off. I think that's the right note. I think Liz is just going to focus again on just keeping a normal Liz pacing here. There was a lot of time between the end of that turn and the start of the next.
Oh, here we go. Down to the 17s, over to the 16s or 15s. I like that transition to the 15s myself.
Oh, I thought
rather
she was
than going
nail
across
that
the
white
board.
horse.
I did too. I was really hoping she would, because now it's a little bit tough. You got to go all the way across the board, but she gets it.
Look at
Big
Liz.
stuff.
She is putting in a great
Big
performance
stuff.
in here. Oh no, she accidentally hit the board a few times. Oh no. Oh no,
She
it's going to
doesn't
mess up her
notice it.
timing.
It is, and it's not going to count.
Yeah. Oh, look, Mike's going to help her out. A little assist from the a little assist right there. There's the quick assist.
That's
Oh no, she needs the rest of her darts. Michael was still holding them. Oh, it needs one more bull. The pressure of the button. There you go.
On that. I think it hurt her with Mike stepping in more than helped her.
Again, they got to be real careful about when they're pressing the button between these turns. That's what's absolutely been brutal. Yeah, Kurt bringing up a great point in the chat here, by the way. You're always kind of taught to push the button and pull your darts. Instead, this is kind of the opposite. Pull your darts, then push the button.
Yeah, exactly. So you just got to make that subtle adjustment in order to factor in the best times here. But so far, nobody has started on bulls yet. It's been all the traditional route, which is kind of not what I thought would happen. I figured somebody would give it a go on at least one attempt.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if the strategies will start to change up here a little bit. But honestly, it's very easy to see a start and just kind of run with that, right?
Yeah.
Like, same thing here. I'm not shooting 18 that last start because I don't like that it's hanging above the triple. I would easily move to a different number and then go back for it for later. Liz was still able to find a single, so there, collects big, moves on down. Over to the 15. Nails a nice 5 mark there for Tynan. Talk about Liz. Liz is one of probably the most dominant females we've seen here in the soft tip North American game.
Over to the 16s here.
Oh, she's not. She's gonna have to play perfect here to beat her 125. Hat trick right now.
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
Double bull. Oh, did you die it? No, 125 there is where Liz is going to finish on her runs. At this point, you had to hit the last bull. The point of pride. Oh, catch a high on all of it.
Well, it's a new score line for us at 125, but we will advance to Bob McCoy.
Yeah, Bob and Mike, again, going to be hungry to try to set that record there. 125, though, I mean, a very respectable time. I honestly think under a minute 30 is enough of a challenge in its own right. Bob,
Here we go.
We saw him. You were there. Talk to us about his attempt at speed cricket that you got to witness out in Chicago.
Yeah, he openly said that he doesn't move very fast in between the transitions, but it was a solid effort. I can't remember. I think it was a 125 was his scoreline right on the dot. So, if I'm not mistaken.
So what you're saying is Liz is favored to be tied with Bob. That's what I'm hearing.
Exactly. It cues in line, but we'll see. That's a good triple. Oh, unfortunate one. He's got to pick up the dart, too.
Yeah, it's a tough format for Butterfingers.
Yeah. Can't have those slippery fingers here in this one.
Well, that's why hopefully they finish eating their chicken wings earlier here at Mickey Sports Pub in Streamwood, Illinois. Again, thanks for them. And Ideal Amusements, by the way, for being such wonderful hosts for us.
It's difficult. I think Bob is feeling a little bit of there for a second. He forgot Mike Maloney's behind him, and he forgot that he was thinking more about Mike Maloney behind him rather than, hey, I can still get the record so far.
Yeah, this attempt here is going to go away. So Liz is still the front runner after the first attempt from Bob. He'll get one more attempt. Killing this one right at a 130 there. Solid from Bob, though. That's a good pace setter for his next attempt here, which should hopefully be a little bit more settled.
Knew I shouldn't have ate that popcorn. That's a good one. All right, so reset it up.
As Bob is setting up here, just want to give a quick shout out. If you're planning a place that stands out, Ideal Amusements brings arcade quality entertainment to bars, restaurants, and venues across Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, and Iowa. Whether you're adding a pool table with bill acceptors, touch tunes, jukeboxes, golden tee, BullShooter dartboards, or even running pool or dart leagues, they care of delivery, setup, and 24/7 service. Visit idealamusements.net to find your perfect gaming combo for your spot. That's idealamusements.net to find for your perfect gaming combo for your spot.
Well, he starts off with a trip 19, trip 17. You can see there's the start, that something different thrown at us here. And it may work out for him.
Oh,
look
Bobby
at this.
Boy. Back-to-back 6. This is a great pace right now. 2 more trips and 3 more bowls.
I was wondering when we would see something different, at least on one turn rather than the other. And Bob McCoy's bringing it. And he's got 2 triples on the 16s and 15s. Here we go.
Oh, crowd's giving him some love
He's the
back
Bulls.
there. Oh, tough spot.
Exactly. Really tough spot. But he can put it in. He takes a slight
he's
step
going to
over.
move. Look, that's the fastest I've ever seen Bob McCoy move.
You're darn right.
He needs one. He needs one. Not like this. There he goes. 103 for Bob McCoy.
Good score line at 103. We'll see what Mike does. He knows he's going to have to move now. That minute score line, it's a good one. I mean, you can see he put in a few triples consecutive there to make that happen. What was it, an overall 4-8 on the MPR for that?
Yeah, it was those Bulls that really dragged it down. He was throwing very well into that. But here we go. Mike's to set his own pace to try to get his second record of the day. Currently, Bob and Mike hold the first 2. I like that quick move to the 19.
You can see he hit one and knew he's going to try to get the maximum value for the dart. So that's why he moved there.
Oh, the Maloney double strategy paying off, by the way. How about that? First one of the day.
But he's already saying, come on. He needs to pick it up here, and he knows it.
Oh, this is dirty good pacing right now.
The pacing is great in between, but he's not satisfied. Knows he left a few on the table.
And he didn't shoot the double 20. That might be costly for Mike Maloney's double standpoint. Single 20. And 43 seconds, folks. That even beats our own record from Will Stewart there. How about that from Mike Maloney on his first attempt?
And now we'll never see the other 10 attempts that happened in between mine and Mike's. Darn.
Oh, we'll still show off Rams. Don't worry.
No, you won't. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. It's going to go. This is going to be out there in the next few days, and he's going to have the new quick cricket round. No, that was impressive. And I honestly think he can still best it here.
Yeah, he really wants to. I think he's feeling it right now. I think he was very upset by his 7 for consecutive bowls. And ever since then, he seems like he's on a mission, it seems. Almost perfectly timed that trip 20 and the bad transition on the dart.
Yeah. Not going to be satisfied with that transition at all from hand to hand. Could cost him, honestly, because he started off with a big triple. But here he's not going to. Don't mind it. Just keep chugging.
Yeah, this one big turn
20
here is still fine.
20
19?
seconds to go.
Single bull. This is dangerous though. This has to be perfection.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Well, hold on. Well, hold on.
Not gonna happen.
Well,
Not
hold
gonna
on.
happen.
Run, Mike, run.
Not
run,
gonna
run,
happen.
run. No. Not gonna happen. I was telling you, Will, the whole time. Oh, you almost hit the double on
43. 43 seconds though.
43. Hey, how about that though? Mike Maloney, both attempts under 1 minute, by the way. No other competitor was able to get under 1 minute, so good stuff there from Mike Maloney. Hulk smash, finding that one there with 43 seconds. That's another record, folks. And now 16-foot bulls. This is going to make everyone feel like a pro. This is where it gets really interesting here. Let's go ahead and take a quick moment to explain to everybody what we're doing here and watch my very terrible attempt. We'll be right back in just a moment's time.
And now time for a fun one, double distance bullseyes. This is as tough as it gets. Will we even get one hit? Here's how many I hit. Okay, this is gonna be a little harder to show on camera, but I promise this is 16 feet, okay? I would be happy if I got 2. We get 8 rounds. Uh-oh. This might be way harder than I thought. I'm like throwing it like a baseball trying to get it there. Oh no, what did we do to these poor players? Gotta hit one, just so I can say I beat them. One! Oh, let's go! Hold on, we're on the board! And back to the action.
And we are back here. It is time for our final of the record-setting portion. 16-foot bulls, folks. This is intense, but we saw these guys warming up. They were practicing this game the most out of every other format. They even brought some extra darts here, and I brought extra shafts and fights just in case. And this is going to be the most upsetting part of it all. Will Stewart, do you know what darts Casey is switched to for this challenge?
What did she switch to?
She said, I swear this is the truth. She came up to me and she had no idea you were commentating this and said, yeah, I want to switch to a different set of darts for when I'm doing this attempt so I don't damage my barrels. And then she shows me it's Will Stewart barrels she's throwing for this one in particular.
Wow. Thanks, Casey. I don't think could grab a light set would be ideal.
Yeah, well, honestly, I don't. You guys can't see my head in the explainer video, but I wasn't looking at the bull. I was looking about maybe 3-4 feet above it to try to get it in range.
Oh my goodness!
Casey Raider, everybody.
Mike just moved. He's like, I'm getting the heck out of here. Don't damage my darts.
There's so much happening
count?
here.
Does that count?
One attempt. 8 rounds, yes. Mike Maloney confirming that this is just one attempt of this one. If for some reason everybody does hit 0, we do have our brand new Golden Bull game as backup for that format for inner singles.
She's really just Satchel Paging this right now.
Well, folks, we bring out the most unique of competition here for our BullShooter record-setting event. How about that?
Randy Johnson at the line.
Oh, she's starting to get a feel for her. I don't know. She's starting to get there, Will. She's got 3 rounds left.
That's pretty good grouping, to be fair.
And again, I'm telling you, when I did this, I had to look 4 feet above and try to release really high on my arc and hope it dropped into place. That was the only way I was able to hit 1 out of 24 darts. She has 6 left.
That's what I would be. I would be kind of lifting above the 20 and trying to like drop it down, maybe above the dartboard and dropping it down.
And for anybody that's calling footfall online, I don't think you can have a footfall at 16 feet. I'm just saying, I'm not even going to call it.
You did see, she did transition back. She moved back.
So she's throwing like 18 footballs now, by the way.
Yeah. No. By the time her foot plants. Okay, that's a little over the line.
Casey Raider, everybody. Oh, none on that attempt. But let me tell you, this is a particularly hard and unique category.
You're looking like Shohei Ohtani out there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
watch her steal a base there, and you'll really know. All right, now come up next here. It's going to be Randy Lee, who is... he looked like he was about to sprint up to the line, by the way, in the background here.
Oh my goodness, look at him here. He's doing the same. He's going to go give it a heave, and I think he just chucked his dart well off the target.
Yeah, this is incredible. This is the grand equalizer right here. This is the grand equalizer, folks. This is the record that we've all wanted to see. As Liz comments, our competitor.
Says, I'll be throwing baseball style as well.
Oh my goodness. This is incredible. Just a big shout out, by the way, to this was a project in the works before I even arrived working here officially with BullShooter. Person that did the most of the brunt work and really was the mastermind behind a lot of this project, Michaela McDonald, absolutely crushed the design of this competition to be something fun and unique. And unfortunately, she isn't here, but I'm sure she's watching online. And big shout out to everybody else that also has worked on this project between Anthony, Bobby, Stephanie, myself, Robert, and the countless others that have had their input on this project. This is truly something fun and unique.
Kaylee did mention a good one. She said, I like how they all started to run like it's time for Casey because she was running in between both. She forgot it wasn't time like the previous two.
Oh, we got one! Randy Lee! The record will at least be 1.
Look at those arms in the air, too. He's so thrilled with the 1.
Oh, I love it, man. I love it. Now it's just a question of can we get 2?
Great.
He's not far off. He's got the line. Randy resetting.
Oh. Can he muster up another one in the next round or 2?
He has 6 darts left. This is doable. Oh, come on. Give him 1. He's got 3 darts left. Reminder, folks, after this record-setting round is over, we go right into the charity exhibition where it's a round-robin style format where the final 2 will play in a playoff match to win our first ever charity exhibition for National Darts Day to raise money for Angelina Song. $50 for every bull hit during that exhibition will go to charity. Oh, there you go. Randy Lee sets the record at 1 right now. He's on the board. 1 is a hard-to-beat record, potentially.
I mean, who knows? When do we ever see 16-foot lines? So
Well, I can tell you, we weren't even prepared for a 16-foot line. My tape measure maxed out at 10 feet. I had to measure twice. I wasn't even ready for 16-foot.
You can see just giving a little heave here for Liz.
Listen, if I'm Randy, I'm feeling real confident right now. I'm just going to say that much. All I'm saying is we really planned for a scenario where everybody hit 0.
And just to be sure, the round robin format going to be a 3-leg format as well. 501 01. Master out, right?
Yep, open in, master out. That is correct.
There we go. Open and master out. Yep.
And again, they'll play all 3 legs. That final exhibition there will be of a similar format as well. I did see a couple people talking about the steel tip record for longest distance double bull, or Red Bull, that is, for steel, was, I believe, was at 26 feet? That's pretty intense. I don't even think we would barely have enough space to do that in here. Oh, Liz is starting to get that line. Can I just say there was definitely an intentional conversation at one point in time saying, all right, what if we got all these pros together and then did the world's hardest challenge for them to do?
Why not? Why not give it a go? Oh, she can follow it. Got me getting closer here. Yep, there we go.
She's not far away. She can absolutely still get in there. Travis saying I would have used bar darts for this one. I actually did bring out bar darts specifically for this, just in case. I brought out extra shafts and flights, and I warned them in advance in the player chat, so they knew. Oh, there's one for Liz! She's on the board! She said, take that, Randy. This is the most ridiculous format we've ever put on.
This is so ridiculous right here. This is just crazy that we're doing this, but she's getting close to another one.
Well, this is what darts is about, right? We talk about National Darts Day. It's about celebrating, just having fun throwing darts. It doesn't always have to be so serious. It doesn't always have to be so deep. Sometimes it's just throwing pointy objects from a long distance.
Let's be honest. When we started getting involved in the game, most of us have done this.
At least once,
most
right?
of us have thrown from a distance of 12, 13 feet and just baseball chucked it at a board. Because most of your players that just are entry level or maybe just getting involved don't know about darts, folks. So, yeah, this is something we're doing just for some fun. And hopefully it's a little bit of entertainment as well on a Sunday, the 180th day of the year, aka National Darts Day, folks.
Well, now we're in to Bob McCoy's run. Bob and Mike going to have some pressure on themselves to try to find 2, at least 1, to bring it to a playoff. Honestly, Bob's not baseball in it, and he's finding the board consistently.
He found a bull earlier, just kind of when we were just joining in, and he was doing some practice throws, and he found one with that just standard style throw. I like his odds to get at least 1 or 2. We'll see.
Bob took an extra second there to kind of reset himself. He's using full focus. There's no luck here in his throw.
He's aiming at a certain target, so he knows, like, if I can just aim here with the right C right there, that is so close.
And again, Bob just being methodical. He's going to walk all the way back there and look at his eye line here when he throws. Normally you see those eyes dead on. He's lifting his head up. He's definitely looking above the board. Look how high his head is.
Oh, look at him. Yeah. He's well above the board. He's looking at like the LED neon sign behind the board.
Yeah. And honestly, that's what I was doing when I was trying to attempt this, and I got one. Was just looking real high, and he's looking lethal in this one. He's so close to finding that bull. Will it connect?
Got a few rounds to do it.
Oh my gosh, she's
Oh
found a
my
blocker dart
goodness.
from 16 feet away.
How?
He's not far off at all. If I'm Bob, I'm thinking, give me
He
at
had
least
to
one.
Yeah, he had to be so upset with that first dart, knowing that A, it didn't go in, B, where it landed.
Oh, Bob, he knows that if he gets at least one and Mike doesn't hit two, he can at least get into the playoff of this particular record. He's trying to go for his second record of the day. He has 9 darts left for methodical Bob McCoy. Normally when you see players looking up to the ceiling like that, Will, they're praying to the dart gods. But at this point, I think he's just trying to find the aiming line.
If he doesn't come up with one here, I would be.
There's
There
one
it
for
is!
Bob. You wished it into existence,
knew-
Will.
I was just saying he has to come up into at least one here. And I was just thinking, oh, he's getting close on these rounds, but he peppers one in. Can he get one more to take the lead here in this most 16-foot bulls record-setting attempt?
There's no foot fouls for Bob McCoy either.
Nah, he's doing it right.
Can he get one more? He's getting so close. He has 3 more darts. Will Thomas Stewart.
Well, thanks for putting my government name out there, Nick. Appreciate it.
Thanks for not putting mine out there.
Nicholas and DeShera.
Oh, there's 2.
Oh, here we go.
Can't wait for that to make the clip. Oh! How is that not 3?
That I think it just. I think it must have ricocheted. Maybe the flight caught it. I don't know, but he still gets the record with 2 right now, with Mike Maloney to come up and try to best him.
It's up to Mike Maloney to try to best. And right now he's having a very impassioned conversation with our tournament director about, I'm sure, a myriad of things. Now he's done yapping. Here's Mike Maloney, everybody. 2 is the target line now to set the record. Of course, this is taking place at Mickey's Sports Pub over here in Streamwood, Illinois. And let me tell you, the food out here, the people out here, incredible. Highly recommend it. You guys should come by. The drinks are cold. The wings are hot.
Come on down. They got a great ranch. You went wings. I had to throw it out there. Are you a blue cheese or a ranch fan? Let's hear it in the chat.
Yeah, let's know in the chat. Blue cheese or ranch? It's blue cheese here.
Okay. All right. Respectfully disagree.
Well, you're from Kansas. Of course you like ranch, Will.
Yeah. You're
My bad, Preston. All right, now Mike has had no luck in his first 6, but he's again, I think he really wants to get another record on the board right now.
Right? And you see he's using the same technique as Bob, where he's going up to the line and doing a standard release, just aiming well above, because he saw the success that Bob had.
Yeah, I mean, Bob has consecutive bowls so far. Maloney has most than 1 minute. He also has the fastest speed as well. So he's trying to get his 3rd of 5 records. There's one.
Updated. That is, I mean, why not here? Updated scoreline: 1 blue cheese, a ton of ranch.
Yeah, there's a lot of ranch in our dart chat.
And then it just flooded with some blue. Okay, now we got a few blue cheese. Here we go.
Mike yells, "That's a blocker."
That is tough. That is so tough. Similar to what Bob had.
Imagine. Oh, there's 2. He's still got underneath the blocker.
How did he do it? He's still got 3 rounds to go.
Yeah, there's still 9 darts left. There's a good chance that he can hit 3. We thought there was going to be 0.
Is he going to pull out world record number 3 here in front of us?
Oh, he has 6 darts left. One more bowl. If not, the playoff to decide this would be the Golden Bowl format between these 2 competitors. Oh, is he going to get one more? He does get one more. That's a record for Mike Maloney. Gets his 3rd, and he has 3 darts left to try to push the record even further.
Kudos to him. He is. Let's see if he can get a 4th.
Liz waving to the camera, by the way. Hi, Liz. We see you. One more dart. No, but still 3 for Mike Maloney and his 3rd record on the day. So now coming up next here is our charity exhibition, folks. It is going to be a fun one indeed. I'm looking forward to this in particular here as we got all 5 of these competitors duking it out. Our first streamed matchup here will be Casey Rader taking on Bob McCoy in a best-of-3 format here as we go ahead and get set up for that next round. Will, what are your thoughts here from that record-setting portion before we take a quick second here to get set up for that exhibition?
Yeah, it was fun. I think that it was definitely unique. Some of those things you don't see every day, like the 16-foot bowl attempt, but surprising numbers there. I'm excited to see how this round robin format comes out, folks. Stay tuned.
Yeah, so again, Casey Rader taking on Bob McCoy to start things off. Then Mike Maloney, Liz Tynan as well. Randy Lee gets that first bye. So we're going to go ahead and get them set up to the board here, and we'll be back in just a moment's time for our continued coverage here of National Darts Day. Don't go far, folks. We'll be right back. All right, it's time for the charity exhibition here for our run. What should be a fun run at that. Looking forward to seeing this one here. Sorry about that, a little double audio threw me off. We got Casey Rader taking on Bob McCoy here. What should be fun, and that's 1 bull hit. Every bull hit, by the way, is going to be $50 to charity.
That's
4 now.
4 bulls hit now. Yep, because Casey did get 1 in that beginning leg. And remember, there's going to be some off board matches that are happening, or off-stream matches that are happening here too.
Yeah, exactly. So we have right now don't worry, chat. There's 2 people dedicated to just keeping track how many bulls are hit out there. So we're not going to be able to probably keep the best track of that, but let's be so for real. It's about raising money for charity and having some fun with this format. Again, it's all 501. It is play all 3 legs for these matchups.
Yeah, so
Casey back there is killing me.
well, they're supporting each other. They're raising money for charity, so it's a good cause. No matter who wins here, go ahead and don't deviate from the bulls. Stay on the bulls all you can.
Remember, if you try to set up the optimal leave and you switch off the bulls, it's because you hate charity. No, wait. I'm just kidding. Bob, an early advantage for leg number 1. Mike Maloney, Liz Tynan, by the way, playing on that other board. That's a juicy match. There's no version of this that isn't very enticing matchups, but our goal was to try to feature each player twice during this exhibition portion.
So leg 1, we've raised $400, now $450.
Yeah, we're raising a lot of money for charity today. That's the real goal, folks.
500 in 1 leg. That's awesome.
Bob leaves it on the bull.
bull.
Classy.
We should bump it up to $100 for a game-winning bull. Just saying.
Well, I will say this first year is about seeing how many bulls these pros will hit in a format like this. So if we do have a cap at 100 bulls, by the way, for $5,000 for charity today. But that's just for because we weren't sure. We weren't 100% sure.
We weren't sure what would happen.
Oh, Bob McCoy takes leg number 1. Casey giving a bow. Oh, by the way, Liz
I have a
just
feeling
hit back-to-back hat tricks on Mike Maloney. I just saw that on the side.
Nice. That is excellent. So Bob takes the first win here.
And if chat's curious why we're doing Master Out, by the way, was we wanted a little bit of a skill element for the charity exhibition, but we also wanted to be able to finish on the bull, of course. That was the real reason we went with Master instead of a double out format. And I'm really happy we have people out there keeping track of all these bulls, because I can tell you, there's no chance I would be able to commentate and remember at the same time.
I think I've already missed one. Yeah, I was trying my best to get some attempts there, but yeah, just relay the information to us there, Nick.
Still, Casey doing a lot better this leg of controlling her throw a little bit, staying out in front of Bob. You expect Bob to probably hit a low 10 here, get in range to set up is where he's going to find himself most comfortable. Casey's going to hit the better dance moves while he's throwing the whole time. I wish I had Casey's energy while throwing.
She's looking back, streets back. All right. That's what she's looking like.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, exactly.
Stream has been taken down for copyright notification.
If it's not already taken down for the TVs, no, I'm just kidding. They can't do that to us. Come on now.
Oh, that's unfortunate there. Casey, no bulls on the turn. Must hate charity. I gotta stop saying that. We can't start these rumors.
Yeah,
about these players.
Don't be doing that to these guys.
Oh, I kid.
They're putting forth quite the effort here. And look at Bob trying to put in a hat trick. Almost does it. Unfortunately, leaves the 159.
Is a finish in this format, but unfortunately a finish that uses 0 bulls.
Yeah, do not do it. Do not do it, Bob. No need to.
Yeah, I want to see bull 9. That's what I want to see here. All right, be prepared to boo, Will. If he doesn't go bull 9, we boo.
Bull 9. That a boy, Bob.
Bull? Oh, he might just leave it. Yeah, he's just going to leave a trip 3, Bobby boy.
Yeah, guaranteed bull. I love it. Clap for that man. He deserves it.
Yeah, hats off for Bob on that one. Looks like Mike Maloney 2 straight so far on Liz Tynan. It's very weird, by the way, sitting directly behind these players while commentating.
Oh, I guarantee you, yeah. Trip 3 for the fans. Here we go.
You have to go trip 3. No one's going 1 double 4. Trip 3. It's Master Out.
No, you go 3 trip 1s.
3 double 3. Hey, Bobby boy does go ahead and get it.
That'll work.
All bulls are counting as 50 today, folks. Unfortunately, we did get too crazy, but that's because we're just setting a baseline. We're going to continue to do these National Darts Days. This is on the calendar. It's actually there. So we're going to continue to go bigger and better. But this year in particular, we want to see how many bulls would they hit in a format like this so we know exactly what to expect.
Exactly. You never know in that. Setting it up. So, yeah, set some guidelines and see. But so far, I'm thrilled with the outcome here.
Casey, Ray, starting off with the low ton.
You know, when you have National Darts Calendar on Facebook, sharing your info and putting it out there for everybody with all 343K of their followers. Yeah, I mean it's special. Now everybody's knowing what darts is.
What I really love to see, by the way, is just how much these pros are cheering for each other. They're truly just here to have some fun today. I'm sure the lovely refreshments and chicken wings were enticing enough to be here, but then to see them actually go and have some fun while put on a show for us at home, I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as we are.
What's not to enjoy? This is some great action here.
Oh, Bob's going for a 10. And then I said it out loud. That's incredible timing from the commentator's curse. Incredible.
Casey trying to find one here. Almost, but almost unfortunately doesn't count here in this one, as Bob has the advantage at 250. Trying to wrap this up with 3 wins.
Bob's looking strong for a 3-0 start to his run. And that looks like a 3-0 win for Mike Maloney against Liz.
Randy did have our sit for this round, so
Oh, unfortunate. A
go
bull
50,
here.
48.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He's just going to go ahead and hit a bull because it's for charity. I do respect the tenacity because not the ideal dart in the last. You can even see Casey acknowledging that there.
Exactly. I mean, you forego the normal shots to try to pump up the numbers, right?
That's it. See what he goes for here to go ahead and finish it out. Have some fun with this out. No, standard as it is. Double 16. Over to double 8. And that's a 3-0 win and a good start there for Bob McCoy and Mike Maloney in their respective matches, huh?
Yeah, that's a great start. As good as it can get here for those two gentlemen, as we're going to advance into the next round.
Yeah, we got coming up here, Casey has the bye. On the main stream board here is going to be Mike Maloney and Randy Lee. And then on the sideboard there, Liz Tynan and Bob McCoy are going to be duking it out for this next matchup. You can see Randy wasting no time on his warm-up darts at all. Love to see it. I also just want to shout out to today's partner, Ideal Amusements, your source for top-flight arcade fun. Touchtunes, jukeboxes, pool tables, BullShooter dartboards, Golden Tee, even league setups. They handle installation and 24/7 maintenance. Swing by idealamusements.net and level up your game scene. That is idealamusements.net to level up your game scene. Love it.
Definitely. You gotta love it.
Well, you got to appreciate the pros taking the time out of their day to be here. All the spectators that are back here to be here today. You taking time out of a busy travel day for yourself. Ideal Amusements for helping us get set up here at Mickey's. I mean, really everybody coming together to put on a fun holiday celebration here for us.
Yeah, it's all for a good cause, folks, and for your viewing pleasure as well. How about that, as you're able to join in on the fun?
Yeah, whether live or in person. If you are somehow near this area and you haven't stopped by Mickey's Sports Club yet, do so right now. We got some T-shirts, koozies, stickers. We got some Touchtunes credit promo cards. We got other goodies. Nick will give you an autograph. We got drink tickets. We'll give you drink tickets. Come on over. You want a T-shirt, Will?
You just throwing the autograph in there. just nonchalant.
If that brings one extra person here, then I did my job.
Heck with Mike Maloney's autograph. Nobody wants that.
No one does. I don't know if these players are in the mood to autograph after doing their baseball throws earlier. So with that early win, by the way, for the round robin, Mike Maloney getting a 3-0 jump, and then Bob McCoy getting a 3-0 jump. It's going to be tough work here. Of course, Randy Lee had the bye, so he's going to have to really do a statement piece here against Mike. Every leg he gets off helps himself, but also would help Bob in that sense. Vice versa, Liz is thinking, I got to really beat up on Bob now.
Yeah, you kind of need to beat up on him a little bit, unfortunately. Oh, you see Randy and Mike having a little fun here. There we go.
That's going to be the start here for Mike Maloney. Tom Burke saying, I'd rather have Bob's autograph. All right, fine. Bob McCoy will give you an autograph if you show up over here. Mike's going to try to keep it that same pace. And when I say that he got a 3-0, I will tell you, again, I was watching. He survived a leg where Liz hit back-to-back hats and then started off the next leg with a hat. I think she passed her consecutive bowl record, by the way, by accident during this exhibition. She's thinking, man, I should have done that earlier.
Well, the pressure's on the line. Things happen. But this should be a good one. We'll see what Mike Maloney does as he starts off with the hat. Randy Lee right behind him with a 114. Do we see a perfect leg? Once again, we ruined it.
Hey, you know what? Now it's 50-50 between the two of us, Will.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I just wanted to, go ahead and add to the punishment levels for us.
You got to say, though, I'm itching to try this format after all this. I know I attempted the records earlier, but I'd really love to be in this round robin trying this format right here. Think about it. You, me, Sean, Gordon, DJ even. We'll get all the BullShooter gang in there. Not Danny. Never
Let's
Danny.
do it. Never Danny.
Never Danny. Randy has to hit a bull in this last start. Needs to leave the 167. Does, just in case. Keeps it interesting. Mike Maloney going double 20 bull.
Oh, and he goes dead center of the bull, though. Oh, my goodness. How about that from Mike Maloney?
I love every bit of that as he gets the first leg on the board with a 12 darter to get things going. Liz might get a leg off Bob. She's sitting at 68 with 2 darts left, it looks like. Bullseye needed for Liz Tynan. No, she goes outside. Of course, we do have some custom trophies. I'm excited to show you guys later when we get to our award ceremony portion, hosted by Paris, our VP of darts. He will be handing out the awards to these players in honor of Golden Bull releasing today, which, by the way, if you go to your local bar right now, you can play that Golden Bull dart game. Go to that others games. It's right there. It says new game with a bright, shiny sticker. Those games are on every single dartboard, and we have Golden Bull trophies for this one, so a little unique in the trophy department.
Yeah, it's a cool cool thing that you guys are doing with the added prizes and whatnot. But yeah, also the game of the Golden Bull game is really, really neat. Just like a added bonus, something new for you guys to play. So go take care of it. Go handle your business. Go out there and try to best give us your biggest score line. Take a picture. Maybe even hashtag Golden Bull and tag BullShooter.
Yeah, tag us on there. If you tag us on anything, especially with our National Darts Day shenanigans, we'll definitely share it around as Mike is still going. He's still going. He's still going. Are we going to get a 10?
Come on.
Honestly, if he doesn't go 1 bull, I'm ending the stream. I just want everyone to know that. You got to go 1 bull.
Just skip out on the 10 darter.
Let's see what he does. This is going to be the real judgment moment. Oh, he's looking at 17. Yeah, 10 darter for Mike Maloney. A perfect 501 Fat Bull game.
So what he should have done is hit 50, leave the one, can't do it, bust it, come back, hit 50 again, and then...
Yeah, wait, can you perpetually bust on the bull? Does that count? Can we get like real crazy? Oh, our accounting department is sweating right now.
Guaranteed.
Maloney does best the bull there from Randy on the diddle. Does the diddle count? How crazy are we going with this?
Yeah, true.
I didn't even think about that. Oh, Liz is in position to potentially get a leg here off Bob once again if he doesn't take out this 10+ check. They're having quite the battle over there.
Randy has an opportunity, needs the 150 to start. Keep it straight.
Oh, there's Randy Lee keeping it straight just as he called, Will. He listened to you. Mike has just been on a mission today, it seems. Ever since that consecutive bulls got away from him, it seems like everything else. It's like when you watch those like athletes run across the ground like they're angry at the ground. Well, he's throwing the darts like he's angry at the board every single time.
Yeah, I mean, Mike here out in front, but what is the 150 leaves? 85. Well, can't go now. Gets 2. Okay. Randy, don't swing for the fences. Just keep it at 150, bud.
Well, you need to hit it 170. You have to leave a finish, right? I mean, I don't know. It's all about hitting bulls for charity, though. But, oh, there it is, a 160, excuse me. That's a great shot there to leave a finish. That's smart play. Even if it leaves a check that also doesn't use the bull.
We were wondering, we were sitting there like, well, what does he do here? Doesn't matter, bull. The lead for Mike, and he kills it with a double.
Mike Maloney with a firm 3-0 over Randy Lee. He has not dropped a leg yet. Let's go ahead and see. It looks like we have the last leg decider here for Liz and Bob. Let's see if we can actually go ahead and get an angle of that. We're going to try our best to at least get a version of this. Looks like they might be having a quick discussion over there. I'm not exactly sure.
We can find out. We can take a quick moment if you need to or anything, but up to you.
Yeah, I think they're just having a quick little second to reset here, confirming the total of bulls hit.
That's good. That's good to do. Let's see if we can get a total.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's see if we can get a total real quick. I'm just trying to get us this angle that we can see this little action over here. I'll confirm with them real quick. We'll entertain the people real quick.
I can do that for you, folks. Unfortunate for you. No, I'm just kidding. How about this action, though, folks? Once again, BullShooter. You know that XL tour is coming up next here on the tour guidelines. So you're gonna want to get involved. Of course, go to BullShooter, the website, and you can check out all the regional tournaments as well as information to get involved. And you know, especially with the new system that they're enrolling out, you need to kind of check up and update things on that. So go ahead and go over to the BullShooter website. It's going to be bullshooter.com. And that's where you can find all the information about that 40th XL tour, as it looks like Liz is going to get underway here in this next round robin matchup. Fortunately, Mike's ugly mug's going to get in the way here, it looks like, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. Just kidding. Just kidding, Mike. Yeah, they forgot about the diddle, so going to have to take care of that one. Unfortunately, we can't really see exactly where that bull's going to be at, but or that dart's going to be at, but I can't. Nah, it's all right, though. I mean, it's okay.
Well, here we go. Currently 2-0
Well, we did.
favored for Bob.
That way we get rid of Mike's mug.
That's probably for the best. There was actually a piece of it looks like their shaft snapped on Liz's dart during that. Ironically, not during the 16-foot bull. So she was fixing her equipment there. And coming up next, our next
Gets rid of the one early. I just wanted to say, so he's clear for the 50s the rest of the way.
Very smart. I did check out there. They're already at over 88 bulls hit. We did set a 100 bull cap to this, so now we know that we need to either add some cricket in here or prepare to raise our bull cap. So shout out to these pros for just absolutely obliterating the record. Not even halfway through yet.
Yeah, that is awesome, isn't it? When you got these great dart players involved like we have today, I mean, that's going to happen.
So right now, if McCoy finishes this 3-0, right, the next round we're going to get is on the stream board is Mike Maloney, Bob McCoy. So very impactful there, depending on how that one goes. But equally impactful, Randy Lee taking on Casey Rader. They both started off with zeros on their day. They're going to need a 3-0 one or the other. If they only 2-1 one direction or the other, they're going to probably be out of contention here.
Yeah, that's a good lead for Bob at 133. Puts pressure on Liz to convert here.
And she doesn't leave a
do
finish.
So, yeah, that's a bummer. As there's one thing that Bob is definitely not, and it's lost right now, like his hat says. He's queued up fine for the win.
Yeah, he has a bull on his return. Liz, and I got to say, Liz in game one missed the bull for the win on the third dart. Game two had a potential check and missed for the win as well. So she had game darts in legs 1 and 2.
That's a bummer.
Double 11. Does it go? Bob McCoy does get the 3-0 against Liz. And we'll continue on as National Darts Day has been having a lot of fun over here at Mickey's Sports Pub. We got coming up next the most impactful match you would have to think of, Mike Maloney, Bob McCoy. Really curious to see how that one will play out. There's a lot on the line there. And then secondly, Randy Lee, Casey Rader. Again, a lot to ride on that side as well. We'll have to see how this one transpires. Is Casey over there?
What was that?
I don't even know.
What was that? Was that like a trot? Was that? Oh my goodness, Casey.
If there was a Gallivant, that would be that.
That
know what a
was
Gallivant
something
is.
special. That deserves a short in its own right.
I know, you're
That was
probably right
crazy.
there. You're probably right. My editing pipeline is massive at this point. We've been live, by the way, folks, for just under 2 hours here. We're towards the tail end of our coverage. We got 3 rounds of this round robin left. And then after that, the final match to see who wins the charity exhibition here for our first ever National Darts Day. NationalDartsDay.com. Make sure to check us out over there, and that's where you'll see these records live. And I see so many other people. We're just going to take a quick moment here. We see so many people saying, I've done this or I've seen this. The goal is that we can start officially keeping track of these records so we can see, hey, you know what? This person did this, and this is what's possible. And now we can start to say this is the official record sets for the different categories. So we plan on expanding these categories as well, potentially.
Yeah, because let's be honest. Some of those stories over time kind of get a little bit lazy. Let's say that. They get a little bit more false than they really were. So, yeah, the fact that we can actually put it down in a record book is going to be right because, yeah, we need to do that. We need to start getting those speed cricket rounds and the most bulls hit and figuring that out. So down the road, you never know. Maybe we get to 100 most bulls, or 100 consecutive bulls in a row. That'd be crazy.
Whatever Will said, I agree. Sorry, I got pulled away there. Missed entirely whatever Will was saying.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna like what I said, but okay.
I still agree. Even if I don't like it, Will only preaches the truth.
I'm not wrong in this fact. The fact that, you always hear people that say, I've seen this. Well, that was 30 years ago. And did you really see that, or did it all of a sudden become that?
Well, Mike does find a single bull on the diddle here. Bob is going to have to try to do his same. By the way, can we just take a moment to acknowledge, Will, the fact that this year is Arachnid's 50th anniversary? There's not many companies that make it 50 years, let alone a company that's been leading the soft tip direction from the beginning, huh?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It has different iterations of dartboards over time, but yeah, now with look at the direction darts is going after 50 years. It's going, man. Who knows how far it's going to go into the future? I mean, the future is brighter than it ever has been as we hit this 50th year. So hold on tight. There's a long road ahead, a good road at that.
Yeah, I can't wait for the 100th anniversary where you, me, and our grandchildren are streaming.
Hello?
Is this thing still on? If you guys want to celebrate Arachnid's 50th, by the way, please make sure to go over to your local dartboard and play that Golden Bull game. Again, that's the whole reason it came out. As part of the reason is we said, hey, it's 50 years. Let's do something special. Do something different. And also a game that's really designed for every level of play. Oh, look at this. Mike going for the 9.
You would, Mike.
Mike going for the 9.
It's for charity.
I can very confidently say we hit our $5,000 goal to raise to Angelina's song. So that is where we're at. So I think these pros are starting to realize that as well. Although we're still keeping track. And wait a second here. Good shot there from Bob McCoy. He's on the 9.
Come on now. This would be cool to see if we can get a 9 right in front of our eyes with a 180 finish from Bob McCoy.
We've already seen 1, 2, and 3. We've seen a 10 darter. Excuse me. I don't know why I said 1, 2, and 3. That just came out of nowhere. Bob McCoy, 180 on the mind. The room just got quiet.
The 9 on National Dart Day.
That's 1. That's 2.
Here we go!
No! Bob McCoy misses the 9 darter on the last dart. Oh my goodness! Oh, he had
Mike
to take a moment there.
Mike threw up his hands right at the first dart. So did I. I thought this is inevitable. He's hitting it here.
Oh,
unfortunately, not the case.
What a moment. What a punishment this could be coming in from Mike Maloney. Double 19.
Hold on.
Oh, and he punishes right back. He had to hit the 9.
Oh, my goodness. What a leg of darts there for these two gentlemen. A 12-dart leg from Mike Maloney on a 138 finish as he steals the leg away.
I'm standing up. I can't even sit in my chair after watching that. That was goosebumps moment there. We already saw a 10. We almost saw a 9. Missed on the last dart there. This is incredible stuff. These pros living up to the title.
And followed in again. Oh, you go double. I'm expecting a 3rd, no matter what.
Oh, man. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe the standard that these guys are really finding. It turns out if you have everyone except for the Speed Cricket Challenge, every challenge centered around hitting bulls, they're getting really good by the end of the day on finding where the bull is, huh?
Yeah, you're definitely not wrong there, as Mike let us know. 49.11 and loss. Yeah, scary stuff. But, hey. That's why these guys are playing and competing in this one.
Yeah, I said I wanted to take part in the charity exhibition earlier. I take it back. This is way too tough.
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks.
Well, and again, think about how impactful where this is hold on a second. Hold on a second. This seems familiar.
He's on a 9.
he's on a 9. Casey Raider, by the way, just being as emotive as ever in the background. You can't quite see it on camera, but there's a lot of energy with these players. And Bob, this is dangerous, right? He lost the first leg after missing the 9, and now Mike Maloney could potentially steal, have a 2-0 advantage. No, not going to happen. Bob did it better.
Womp, 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 womp.
But mile away here for Bob McCoy. Hat trick to leave the 162 is a eligible out in the master out format. You expect Mike to go ahead and take it.
Mike's a little frustrated. Did you see that back there? Mike was so upset at himself. He wanted that 9.
Well, the fact that
meaningful it would be.
The fact that Bob got 1 dart away, and that last dart got away from him too, you could tell. Mike Maloney there, that's
now down 2-0. Yeah, 2-0 scoreline for Mike Maloney is, takes that first leg on a 12 darter and almost puts in a 9 here.
A lot of pressure on this diddle. Bob needs to get the start.
12 and 11. That is just crazy.
Disgusting.
And he just, is that same there? He just, oh my goodness.
There's no way they can
that one's on the ground.
Oh, that's in the single segment.
Yeah, you're going single here for sure. No way you can pepper a double.
Oh, but that's a gnarly deflection there. Bob McCoy going against the darts in this last leg. It kind of needed. If he takes a 3-0 loss, it starts to open the door here for a Randy, a Casey, or a Liz to get back into the mix.
Mm-hmm. We will see.
Mike Redmond. Michael may hit and Michael may miss. Quick moment here is Mike will hit. We want to talk about Angelina's song once again. Angelina's song, a charity that does music therapy in children's hospitals, very close to our hearts here at Touch Tunes. So great cause that we're raising money for, and really glad that we're able to do something good for him today.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, charitable causes, I mean, especially like that one is going to be big. So help out where we can. Wah, 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 wah.
Imagine we got this. I mean, to be fair, to get back-to-back legs where they got 6 into it, it's already impressive. I thought all 3 would have been near insane. But Bob on the outside looking
certainly.
in.
We'll see if Mike can clean this up in 6 though for another 12.
Leave the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite. The last one just skips up to right on that wire. But 140 leave 90, bowl double 20. If it involves a double, and we saw Mike go outside double 20 single bowl, or double bowl dead center, excuse me. That's the route he took last time. That's the route he's going to probably take this time.
Yeah, double.
Oh, I thought he was going to go switch to double 15 or trip 10. There you go. Leaves it instead.
Yeah, I figured he'd transition to the bowl and then go double 15. But no 12 darter here, but still pretty impressive as he goes 12, 11, potentially 13.
I think I'm calling a 15 trip 5 from Mike Maloney.
Ooh.
15 trip 5.
You think?
That's what I'm calling.
No. First start, double 15. Winnow and I.
He's going to throw
dinner.
trip 10. He's going to throw trip 10.
No!
We were wrong no matter what we did. Oh, Mike
That's
Maloney. That's a massive win, though, for him. He is currently 9 straight legs. He only has to play Casey Rader left, and Bob McCoy only 6 legs. Makes him achievable, and we're going to see if we can go ahead and get a shot here real quick of the remainder of the Randy Lee Casey Rader matchup. As I do believe we might have just missed it.
Yeah, it looks like they just finished up there.
Yeah,
with Randy winning that one on a 119 finish.
Yeah, great check there from Randy Lee, who's got a couple legs on the board. I'm going to get the exact score line there real quick. As our next match, by the way, on the stream board here, Randy Lee taking on Liz Tynan. Mike Maloney will take on Casey Rader on the sideboard. And then our final streamed match of the exhibition before the finals will be Casey Rader taking on Liz Tynan. Looking forward to seeing those matchups here.
Yeah, it should be good ones. You want to hang in tight and watch the remaining coverage of our stream here. Almost through our coverage of National Darts Day, brought to you by BullShooter and, of course, Touch Tunes. Do have a special website for you, nationaldartsday.com, if you want to head to that and just find out some more information about the day overall. And a reminder about the BullShooter regional coming up, the 40th tour. Get involved at bullshooter.com today. First event's going to be coming up soon here in August. Well, at the beginning of August in the great state of Florida. You're going to want to join us, folks. Don't miss out. Get involved today.
Yeah, exactly right there, Will. And by the way, speaking of National Darts Day, I really love seeing the jukeboxes there and not only have the Golden Bowl game on them, but have a National Darts Day playlist. All those songs were based off the top played songs in Chicago. So thanks to Jason Barlow for Watermelon Sugar making that playlist. But also, on top of the fact that we saw once we posted about the playlist, a couple of you guys were talking about it online. And we decided to take your comments and add those to the playlist too, at least the ones we could. What song would be your National Darts Day anthem? That's what we want to know. Let us know that, folks. So is there a path here? I mean, Mike Maloney should be secured, right? He has 9 legs with 3 left to play. Would have to put him in position. Liz, if she goes perfect from here on out, would only finish at 6. Randy, if he goes perfect from here, could finish at 8. Bob could still go ahead and win his last one and get to 9 to tie Mike Maloney. Casey Rader can get a max of 7. So still looking likely for Bob and Mike, but there is an opening here for Randy, especially if Bob takes a stumble in this last match.
It could get interesting. We'll find out, though. I think that, I don't know. I think we'll probably see Maloney and Bob, but who knows? Who knows?
Now, I got to ask you, Will, just because I saw your trick shot attempt that we saw from our National Darts Day Challenge. Is Young Gravy going to be your walk-on here? Like, what's your National Darts Day song, I should say? What's your National Darts Day anthem?
I wouldn't say Young Gravy is my national anthem there, but I think that you go with a trend, and the trend works. So, yeah, I had to throw Young Gravy in there, I guess. But no, you got to go like something like Talking Heads. I would say would be up there for me. You got to go Talking Heads in the playlist for sure, just because they have so many great songs, you know, Psycho Killer. They got This Must Be the Place, Burning Down the House. Once in a Lifetime is another good one. And She Was. I mean, they got some bangers, man.
What?
Mr. Brightside in the chat after this weekend's festivities in New York. I could see that one as well.
Yeah, I was going to say New York, specifically Madison Square Garden, has definitely decided that they liked Nathan Aspinall and his walk-on. I got to be honest, I've been a fan of the Aspie for a while there, so watching him go on that run, even if he fell short, was really nice to see. And I can tell you it's goosebumps when his anthem plays as he walks in.
Yeah, it was a little bit crazy just hearing the crowd still continue to sing Mr. Brightside with no music underneath him, and John McDonald welcoming in Luke Humphreys. That was a little bit nuts, but hey,
yeah,
that's darts right now.
You know what though? Hats off to
good music as well.
That final was so fun. Luke Humphreys and Nathan Aspinall there really putting on a show for everybody. This looks like a quick reset here for the players, but you see Liz, she ain't wasting no time. She's like, I'm going to throw every warm-up dart possible. Because, again, there was a timeline where she definitely could have gotten 2-1 off Bob, and that would have absolutely changed where her run's at currently.
They're warming up, getting ready for this next round.
Yeah, it looks like our missing component there, Randy Lee, is back in the building, folks. As Bob McQuaid does get the bye this round. And Mike Maloney, Casey Rader about to get things going underway on the sideboard here. Seeing another couple good ones here. The Stroke by Billy Squire. Cody Jinks, Load and Heavy would be my national dart song. There you go. The Booty song, naturally, Tim the Booty Man. You gotta respect that one. Jesse, that one's not on the playlist. Skip. Instant skip for me. No, I love all your suggestions here in chat, folks. And again, I really hope you guys are enjoying the festivities that have been going on for the last month here. As really June has been dominated by just some great stuff going on in the darts world with National Darts Day, the U.S. Dart Masters, including BullShooter MVP, current MVP Leonard Gates going out there. Past MVP Danny Lobby getting that historic win as well. Jason Brandon, who is definitely someone that if he showed up to a BullShooter final would probably be an MVP. How about them boys?
Yeah, it's great.
All right, looks like they're just underway. Looks like they're just about ready here. Getting those last few darts in. Liz says, I know where the bull is. It's right here. It's not over there. And it's right there. It's right there. All right, Liz finds a single bull on the diddle. Randy Lee going to have to try to use that to his advantage. Play off the barrel. He did, but it played off a little too much. Reset.
He bounced off the wrong side of the barrel.
And looks like Casey and Mike are underway on the side. Randy and Liz are underway right here. So you got to think, right? Randy has, again, he has those two legs on the board. He can sneak ahead of Bob potentially if he gets a good win in here. Liz has a lot more work to do considering she's sitting at 0 so far. She would need to go perfect here, perfect against Casey, and then hope that Bob gets 3-0 beaten in his last match. That would be her timeline.
Tough ask, but it can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the reason we play this out. And I love doing the round robin because it gives an opportunity to see these different kinds of matchups together and to see these different combinations of players that, you know, you don't always get to see. And honestly, I want to see more round robin formats. I'm a big fan of this kind of format here. It's fun to see all the different players and how the different matches feel because, I mean, you could feel the tension a little bit there with Mike and Bob, right?
Yeah, round robin's so difficult. One round can really throw off your mentality the rest of the day, or the rest of round robin. So, yeah, it's just one of those things that you've got to not let that one loss or that one match let you down. You've got to just stay in the right mindset and continue to take legs off of people, and then in the end, maybe you're lifting that trophy.
And there's 5 total trophies. We already know where 4 of them are going. The last one is to be decided. Make sure to stay tuned, folks. We will have our award ceremony here brought to you by our VP of Darts, Paris Arustos. I never actually said his last name out loud. That's close enough.
It was a good attempt, Nick. Now you just got to pull him over and say, how do you really say this?
To anybody in the company that's watching, leave me a comment on the phonetic spelling there, please and thank you.
Yeah. Okay, whoopsies.
Whoops, that's my boss. Oh, Randy.
Right, Randy at 205 needs to bring this down and hope that Liz doesn't take it out.
Yeah, minimum 2, which is accomplished. Now it's about putting pressure. Good shot there from Randy. Finds a high ton. That's a sparkle shot if I've ever seen one, Will.
That's a good one. It leaves the 48, so a great leave at that. But this can go.
Ooh, and it was a good look, too. Randy to get the first leg on the board again. He's playing for a 3-0 here. Anything less than a 3-0 is not enough, and he does sneak away with that one. The board don't lie.
Let me grab it. So on to the next one.
Again,
Liz will step in first.
Liz was looking very scary against Bob. I know that wasn't on the stream, but she was looking very intimidating. If she channels some of that energy here, and even there, she had a potential shot for that 10+ finish, just missing it out. With the going first advantage here, there's a good chance that she can grab this leg and potentially the remaining one as well. You can never count out Liz Tynan. That's a lesson you'll learn if you've ever met her once.
Well, front runner for Liz. Just keep her straight. 150 would be, anytime you hit like right next to that double or double, it just, you feel like you're bound for a 150. Oh my gosh. I just saw the replay of Casey's little trot.
You clipping that one out?
It's just still so funny. You got to clip that.
No matter what, Casey's bringing the energy in the room. Mike Maloney's bringing the very elongated stat conversation. Randy here bringing the shine. Liz bringing the ferocity. And Bob bringing in the methodical nature. Well, what are you even bringing here?
Witty character.
I thought that was my job. Was that not my job?
No.
What's my job? What am I?
Straight business mentality, Nick. Here we go.
All right, all business. Liz Tynan needs to leave a finish. Randy sitting at 170. Does leave the 141, but Randy, with a master out format, I throw bull first here. He threw the 20. Now you can go back to the bulls, though, to just hat trick it home. Not quite. But Liz, this would be a big one.
The way of Liz.
And she was choosing to just stay on true with the bull there. Even though it would have left 31, was just trying to put max pressure and also max bulls for charity, which we've already smashed. Down to the 19s. Trip 20 for Randy Lee. Let's go. That's a second leg on the board. Whew.
What a great shot.
That's a solid
Diddle
from
for
Liz.
the third leg.
Is that a rethrow? I think Randy might have got it by one.
Looks to be the case. Here we go. Try to grab the third leg.
Again, we did say that this is step one for Randy is a 3-0. Mike Maloney, I believe, just finished his match against Casey Rader there. Mm, 12 darter on that last one from Mike Maloney, by the way.
Oof. Left and right 12s.
Mike Maloney does complete the perfect run. 12 straight legs in this format. Mike Maloney does perfection in the round robin. He's guaranteed to be in this final, the math is telling me.
That is nasty. Domination.
Yeah, absolutely dominant. But again, this part of this timeline for Randy to get back in is to get ahead of Bob. He currently is at 4 total leg wins. Could be 5 if he gets this one. Bob McCoy sitting at 6. But that's also going to be up to his own destiny because he's going to be the last one to play against Bob McCoy, for the record.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Liz throwing up hands of frustration. Not a good sign in this moment. I will say the toughest thing about this, so we talked about there's a benefit of if you keep throwing bulls all day, you're going to start getting really good at finding them, right? But the other aspect is you get a little fatigue throwing that same segment over and over again. And sometimes you just are begging for a changeup. Like you're like, oh, finally I can do a setup shot here so I don't have to throw the bull. So that could be part of the factor here is Liz does find a well-timed hat trick to keep herself in the leg just in case.
Looks like Randy should be queued in for bull here to win the leg.
Yeah, that's a good win there for Randy. A much-needed win for him there, as Liz now will be playing Casey Rader in that last little bit here. Bob McCoy currently sitting at 6. Randy sitting at 5. So that would be a 2-1 win for Randy over Bob. Would actually be enough to get him in. All right, time for the last of the round robin here. It is Casey Rader taking on Liz Tynan, and Liz and Casey, unfortunately, both out of contention from this point. But this is more of the Women's Cup final, if we're being completely honest, and I'm looking forward to seeing this here. And again, Liz, if she got a couple legs off Bob, would have been in a very different position here. And Casey started to get real settled there against Mike before he continued to throw those 12 darters. We kept seeing time and time again.
Yeah, leaves a 1-4-4 finish here. As Casey unfortunately has a little, just a touch of, you can't say it's stamina or anything. It's just a case of darn, that's not my leg.
No, it's exactly right. Liz is fully in control from this position, it seems. But Casey, it's about mentality resetting, right? I mean, you and I have talked about this time and time again. What's nice about having a multi-leg format is the fact that, okay, yeah, sure, this leg might be out of the running, and you're not just going to try to give it away or give it up completely, but take the leg as a real feeler, a real tune-up to try to get settled in going into that next leg.
A little tougher now.
Oh.
And she leaves a bogey.
Yeah, there's not many bogeys in a master out format, but 7 is one of them. Didn't leave on that last start there. She just chose not to go for the trip 3. I don't blame her, considering Casey's position.
Well, 3 for double 2, 1 for, yeah, she ain't doing that. Come on.
No shenanigans there. Liz
There you
goes
go.
ahead and grabs the leg on the board.
Casey just bopping around, having fun.
You got to admit, she's having the most fun in this building.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Besides us, right?
No, I'm having a great time. Like one of my favorite experiences is probably working with this event. This is so unique, but I don't know. Casey Raider is literally built on sunshine and rainbows, it seems.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, her shirt's pretty much a rainbow. Come on now.
All of a sudden, I'm craving Skittles, and I don't know why.
What's that about?
What's all this then? Oh, but there's the opening there for Liz. With only one bull on the turn, she didn't get the chance to really punish that last turn from Tynan.
Just continues to keep it straight. Tynan gets the 150 again.
I do want to talk about, as you can see, that was a big eye roll there from Casey. I got a chance to meet her at Doug's Sports Pub Championship. This would have been a couple years ago. About 2 years ago and some change. I gave her first ever interview. We did it live on air. And I remember watching her go against Abby Spot and going to the very last leg of the double dip and falling short in that singles matchup. And I was like, this girl has some potential in her game. I mean, well, we saw it in Chicago, right? I mean, she put on quite the performance. And even if she's not collecting the bulls where she wants to today, I got to admit, I'm really happy to see her continue to persevere in her game and has a lot of potential to keep growing considering she's still so new to the space.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just kind of getting invested in the game, really, when you look at others that have been involved for a while. Nine remaining for Liz, so she'll come up 57-32. I guess she could go 50-39. We'll see, but
Trip 13. No, Liz, it's for the Bulls. All right, I'll take it. We're still getting our bull. There it is.
there you go.
That's 2-0 for Liz. One more needed as Bob and Randy still duking it out. Believe Bob McCoy won that first leg here, so Randy has to win these next two to have a tie with Bob, but because he would have beaten him, that would also give him the win into the final. It's the only way through for Randy Lee at this point, and the only way Bob can lose is by not picking one of these last two legs. Liz Tynan with the start here.
Kind of an unfortunate one compared to her last efforts.
Yeah, Casey can really get in there, and she's wasting no time finding the double on the first. Just one bull after that. I feel like first start double bull is a curse, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Casey, time to jump out in front, girl. What do you say? 150?
Oh, not a 150 exactly. But Liz doing what Liz does in moments like this, finding that consistency in her game.
It's a good builder dart. Oh, I was thinking at least two bulls there would be great. She skips back to the line.
Yeah, well, there's still an opening. There's still a timeline here. And by the way, Randy just took out a leg while Bob was sitting on 2. He needs one more leg here to take Bob McCoy out of the final and put himself in. This is a very interesting development on the sideboard here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, well, because
Here we
again,
go.
if Randy beats Bob 2-1 and they're tied in total wins, it would go to him.
He'll get the win. Yeah, he'll get the win.
So he has to win this last
Wow.
leg. And that's all because Bob McCoy got 3-0'd by Mike Maloney.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
looking at it here,
just grabbing one leg off of him would have been massive.
well, he shouldn't have let Mike Maloney take it out as fast as he did, and he should have hit the 9 darter.
exactly.
That's what he should have done. If he did miss the 9 darter, he wouldn't be even thinking about this right now. As he does have the start, by the way, he won the diddle. To finish this one out, though, back to this match. Liz going up to the 18s or 20s. Shows the 18s, still finding the 1. $21 on the score.
Can she muster the 3 bulls for the win?
This would be a heck of a time here. The whole bar would hear this celebration. That's 1.
Oh, my.
No, not quite. Look, she was thinking about it that whole time, too. You can see by that reaction.
Well, I've said it before in the stream. I mean, the double bull start such a builder. It's like, okay, I'm going to hit this. And then for you not to produce, and it's just a stinker, a real true stinker. 60 needed. Double top.
Well,
Not yet.
Casey is getting ready in the background there as she has an opportunity. 51-32 or bull trip 11. Now 57-24 trip 19. Now she stayed there for the 30. Tried to use it as a marker.
Mhm.
Would have probably preferred the bull triple 11 play, if I'm being completely honest, considering how easily she hit that last bull. It's not over yet.
Inside wire there. Anything can happen. How does Casey take this out? 5 for 24. Does she go 9 for double 10?
She chose 13
Or
double 8.
13.
Love it.
That works as well.
Casey does go
Gets
ahead
her
and get
leg.
a leg on the board there. And Liz gets her 2 legs off Casey, but finishes out with Liz Tynan getting that 4th ranking position there. Casey, unfortunately, coming in 5th this year.
Looks like we're going to make a shift here over to the next board
This
to
is-
see what happens with this matchup.
Must
107
hit.
needed.
Must hit.
48.
Oh, bull, double 19. Outside, Randy Lee gets 3 clear here for the potential run to the final. I don't even know if he knows he's on this run right now.
Absolute madness as Bob throws his darts in the pocket. He seems to think this is over. Randy Lee
Needs it.
needs double 4.
It doesn't happen. They don't even know the drama they're in right now, Will.
Craziness here as Bob McCoy gets another opportunity. 2 19s for a berth in the final.
Does get it done there. Bob McCoy survives a scare against Randy Lee. And you can see the reaction there as Randy only gets the 1 win. Bob gets 2. So then that puts Randy at a total of 6 leg wins there, giving him 3rd in this round robin. Bob McCoy getting 2nd. And now we're on to that finals match here where it is going to be Mike Maloney taking on Bob McCoy in this final moment. So we are ready for that one. We'll get set up here in just a moment's time. It is now time for the finals of our charity exhibition here over in Streamwood, Illinois at Mickey's Sports Pub and Bar. I'm looking forward to seeing this one. Mike Maloney and Bob McCoy, Hulk Smash, and the real McCoy that is. This is a best of 5, diddle for leg 1, and it's alternate throughout. Nice and easy here. We're just going for a classic format with the 501 open and master out, of course, to match with what we've seen before. And then the award ceremony to follow. Bob McCoy starting off with a hat trick. I'm Nick Sure, joined by Will Stewart. Will, welcome back here for our last match of National Darts Day.
Yeah, looking forward to it. We've seen what Mike Maloney has done all day, winning a total of 3 records already. Can he make a 4th? Or will Bob McCoy step in front of that one and take his second? That's the ultimate question. Most consecutive bulls is Bob's title. And then for Mike Maloney, it's most bulls in a minute, speed cricket, and then the 16-foot bullseyes as well. So that's a big one.
Bobby boy, we've seen this before. He teased it before, missing on the last dart. And Maloney knows he's in a little bit of trouble.
A real treat if we were able to see a big 180 here for the 9. Don't get too ahead of ourselves, but just keep her straight.
I'm holding my breath. I'm not jinxing nothing. I'm holding my breath. Oh, one more.
How about a third? Come on.
No! Goes high on the last. Bob McCoy's missed the 9-darter on the last dart twice in one day today. Both times against Mike Maloney, but this time no punishment in sight.
Mike turned around and just wanted to hear the sound as he thought it was good to go. Unfortunately, not the case, but Bob McCoy needing tops for leg number 1.
Double 20 is all he needs. Has to hit the double 10 here. And does go. Leg number 1 goes to Bob McCoy. Again, best of 5 here, so 33% the way there. And man, oh man, he has to stop playing with our emotions, Will. He's been playing with them, hasn't he?
He certainly has.
He misses the 9.
Yeah, he's missed a couple of them now. And in this format, given what we've done, it's kind of crazy that we've even seen a look at a 9, to be honest. But
let alone
volumes to who we got.
That many darts in, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it just speaks volumes to who we have participating in these events, you know.
Well, Mike Maloney and Bob McCoy played earlier. Bob McCoy misses the 9. Mike Maloney takes it out right behind him. Then Bob McCoy goes up against Randy Lee in the last leg that decides who's going to the final. It comes all the way down to that moment, and Randy Lee misses 4 at the double there to give Bob McCoy the chance back in to end up getting to this point, and then misses the 9 again, but this time wasn't punished and is up 1 leg in this format, and looking tough.
Well, how about that there, too? Mike Maloney didn't need to go for the 9. Still knows that this is an charity exhibition. Go for the 9. Why not?
Absolutely. I mean, and to be completely honest, in this format, if you were playing this format outside of a charity exhibition, you're only going for the 9 going second. You're not ever going for it going first anyways, and that's what Bob did in the previous leg. Love to see these guys having some fun with it, but Mike Maloney looking real tough. But with this alternate start switch, it makes it a little tricky, right? Because of the fact that if Bob just holds his throw, he'll be cruising to that title and that Golden Bull trophy.
See what happens. Right now, Maloney needs 82 to get his first leg on the board. 32. Done.
It's 1-1 in this matchup. Bob will get the start in this next leg. Will he hold his throw, or will Mike Maloney play for the break here? The key is to throw a 12-darter and hope that you're going first, by the way. That's the strategy they're playing today.
Well, Bob's just thinking hat trick here. Hat trick, hat trick, hat trick. You need to start with a hat.
He
And doesn't.
Now, technically, in this format, unless Mike goes for the 9, you can miss 2 darts and still be on for a 12-darter.
Buddy, you know he's going for the 9, and I guarantee you he's going to be on for the 9. It's just what's happening today. Here we go.
Now, Will, I got to ask you, do you think the reason that these guys are in the finals is because they both got backwards hats on?
That's it. That's it. It has to be it. Well, there's a miss from Bob. There's 2 misses from Bob. So that opens the door for Mike. He's still going to attack the 9. He did it last leg. He's going to do it again. Come on, Mike.
That's 1.
Come on, Mike.
That's 2.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he stacks it up. Bob McCoy once again proving that he goes for the 9 way better than Mike Maloney does.
I just wanted to be right, Mike. I thought that you were going to be on after the 6, and I was 5 right, I guess.
It's okay, Will. It's going to be okay.
This was me. This was my doing. I spoke it into existence. He had nothing to do with it, you know?
Yeah, commentator's curse is always the case here, and I got to tell you, it's either commentator's curse or the blinds were left open or there's a draft in the room. It's not the player's fault they missed the 9-darter.
Definitely not the player's fault. No way.
Big moment here, though. Bob needs to hold this throw.
Huge. He has to hit this here. 50, 48.
16.
There's the 50.
Doesn't go. You see him. He felt like he shanked it before that dart even left his hand. You saw that reaction. Mike Maloney could get a break right here and be throwing for the match with the darts.
That's a toughie. That's a toughie because, you know, Mike ain't missing. 2-1.
Yeah. Mike going first. Needs to just get the win here to go ahead and get that 4th title. And Bob only having the 1, a very dominant performance. Mike said he won them all. No matter what, that can't be the case, but he can lock it in right here, have the most, and then some. Look at that opening right there.
This is big for Bob. You need to attack, sir. Make this 2-2. You have to attack. You can't afford to. This is over if you don't.
Oh, that's a good spot, too. He found low on the bull. No, he pulls to the right. He's not going to be able to get any real advantage. He's only ahead by just under 40 points. That's not enough to tip the scale yet. Finds a hat trick there for Mike Maloney. Bob McCoy going to have to just sit back and hope that Mike doesn't set up anything too pretty. That's your only way. You have to get in range. You have to tell yourself, I have 9 darts, and hope that this guy doesn't take it out in 6. Good start.
There's 150.
It is a leave in this format. You can see Mike's reaction because he's remembering his master out, but that's the opening Bob needed.
He did kind of give it that, well, I mean, at least.
If you're going to take it, that's the way to do it, right? But Bob can go ahead and put a lot of pressure on this. He's going to put a lot of pressure on this. 3 in the black. No, but still good hat trick there nonetheless. Trip 20, trip 20, trip 18. Not going to happen. Back to the bull. Trip 18? Oh, you should have gone trip 18 considering that last start.
I think we're going to a last legger here.
I think so as well.
Let's see how Bob goes this. Last time we went bull, but I don't think he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna go 19s here. Smart route
Love that route.
to leave bull.
And now it's going the distance for the finals of the charity exhibition. We are now down to one leg to take it all.
Final leg.
Well, here we go, and Bob will get the darts. It is alternate all the way through. Bob McCoy, with how many times he's teased the 9, you feel like he's poised to take this?
That bull at the start was so big. Can he just hold on to a hat here? Oh, that's not the start you want. Not at all.
Oh, and this is what happened to Mike in the last leg. He gave it right back.
That very well could be the factor, but well outside for the first one was Mike.
50 points of separation between these two players. Bob going to go ahead and continue to keep on building. Yes, he can.
He's still leaving little opportunities here.
Well, this one's borderline a massive opportunity. I say borderline because you would expect Mike to get into a better position. I mean, he's still in a range where he can take out 274 and 6 pretty reliably. I would say, 80% of the time. 325 and 6 in a fat bull format is not nearly as easy because a hat trick does not leave you a finish. That's math,
Correct.
folks.
Correct. I mean, that's you have to deviate off that bull in order to leave yourself an opportunity. You can see he's going through that mental math right now to leave himself a checkout opportunity. Do you go down to 57? Do you go up to 60? Yeah, we went 57.
I go back to the bull here. Leave 168.
That's exactly what you do. That's exactly what you do in this format.
Yeah, I love that. You have the 168, so you have a couple different ways you can shoot that one on the return. Puts pressure on Mike Maloney now to leave a better finish. He does hit the hat to put max pressure because 124, again, I said he takes it out in 6 probably 80% of the time. 168, trip 20, trip 20, trip 16, trip 18, trip 18, trip 20. There's a couple different ways. Which way will Bob McCoy go? Trip 19, another one of those. Trip 18.
Oh my
Bob
goodness.
McCoy wins the charity exhibition on a 168 checkout for the 12.
What a checkout, Nick. That was crazy. Is he able to get it done here? And best Mike Maloney 3-2 on National Darts Day.
All right, I want to thank everybody for coming today to the first National Darts Day. Thank you to you guys. Good. Some great darts today. Really good job. We're going to go through some of our awards for this excellent play. So, number 1, most consecutive bullseyes. Bob with 18. Come on up. There's your bull.
I got the bull. Yep.
All right, thank you. Great job. All right, are we going to do all 3 together? All right, so sweeping the rest. Most bullseyes in 1 minute with 15. Most 16-foot bullseyes with 3. And the fastest speed cricket for 43 seconds. Mike Maloney. Good job. Good. Got it? Great job. Okay, so our last event was our charity event. This is for Angelina Song. Angelina Song is a nonprofit for music therapy for children's hospitals, named after a very wonderful girl who lost her fight to cancer about 10 years ago. And our Touch Tunes Jukebox is actually named after her as Angelina. So our event tonight was $50 for every bullseye hit during the charitable auction, up to 100. So that's a $5,000 donation. You guys hit 422 bullseyes. So as much as we'd like to give the 21,000, we have 5,000. So we are giving Angelina Song $5,000 donation for the events. So if you guys want to know more about Angelina Song, please check out angelinasong.org. And Bob winning, yep. Here we go. Oh, congrats. Good.
Thank you.
All right. No, thanks for coming. This was awesome. All right. Also want to give a shout out to Ideal Amusements for putting this on. What a great dart and jukebox operators right here.
Somebody take a picture
Great job.
of this and send it to me.
He's taking a bunch of pictures right now.
Thanks, Mike.
And one more shout out to Mickey's here for letting us have this event. Thank you, Mickey's. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Really appreciate it. You guys made history tonight. And looking forward, we have our invitational coming up at the end of July in Florida. And season 40 years of BullShooter tournaments, kicking off August 1st in Florida. We'll have 11 spots around the country. Hopefully we'll be by you. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.